What's going on, everybody? I'm going to do a quick market update on what's happening in BTC as well as a few altcoins. First things first, make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video if you do enjoy our content. Hit the subscribe button if you want to receive daily updates on our video content. And make sure you join our Discord channel, which is below. The YouTube description has our link. And within our Discord, you could see we have a bunch of channels that we really like to keep our community updated. Different areas, for example, here's the 5K challenge that we started at the beginning of the year. We started with $5,000 on January 1st, 2021. As of today, this account sits at 27,000. Just a couple of days back, we took a couple of trades, which were Luna and HNT. Both were long trades. You could see we entered Luna at 77.5. We entered HNT at 34.4. Let's check how both those trades are doing by now, because we got to close a lot of those out. All right, so you could see our target profit for Luna was 87.5. We hit that perfectly. This thing still might go up higher, but our initial target profit level was 87.5, which I had marked out. And so you could see as of earlier today, I closed out my Luna position at 87.5. So we closed up about $1,700 in profit. And then the HNT position, same thing, we got in around 34.48. Let's see how HNT is doing right now. HNT 34.48. So that's about right over here. So right there to here. So we got, a good 4.5% on this trade. And that was about $500 or so in profit. So you could see we tacked on a couple of $1,000s to our 5K challenge account. We've been growing this steadily for the entire year, fully transparent for our community members. So if you are interested in joining, again, the link is in the YouTube description below. Now, what I want to talk about real quick is just overall market update. I'm going to be quick with it because I don't think there's really a whole lot going on, because we are coming to the Christmas time where volume is relatively low, liquidity is low. So let's take a look at, where we are, right? First of all, we have these series of lower highs that we've been continuously putting in. We've now put in a nice W double bottom here, where price was sort of unable to breach this $45,000 low. And we've shifted away from that low by basically squeezing up higher. And one of the reasons why I say we squeezed up higher is more than likely a lot of shorts were trapped in this area. Price moved up, more shorts came in even down here, and then they all got squeezed out probably right here. I wouldn't be surprised if price kind of keeps ripping on up, but I'm not quite sure, to be honest. It is possible that maybe from here we roll over one more time back towards these lows of $44,000. It would be very odd for BTC to leave these stops right here just untouched. Generally, Bitcoin takes out those stops like in a very brutal way, and then it just recovers quickly and then starts taking off. So I'm not quite sure, to be honest, but as of right now, I've maintained a spot or a cash position, and depending on which account I'm in my 5K challenge account, I have a full cash position, as I showed you via the screenshot. If I was to take any spot positions, it'd probably be, I don't know, things like Matic, which looks still pretty damn good. I might even pick up Curve, as a spot position. Solana, which looks pretty damn good. I'm thinking Solana from here is going to put in a move towards $200 to $216. That might be a good trade too. Again, not investment advice, but it's there, as a potential trade. I think, yeah, and obviously, Luna looks good too. Luna looks like it's a powerhouse, really putting in new all-time highs. Well, before any other assets are doing anything special. So that is, seemingly a very interesting position that Luna is in versus other assets in the market. Ethereum, for the most part, not really doing a whole lot, kind of stuck in this $3,800, $4,000 pocket. I do see our friends at Levitas, they pointed out a lot of clips being bought for Ethereum, call options, as you can see, that are expiring on the 31st of December. And those clips are for 4,200 and 4,400 call strikes. So who knows? I mean, maybe some big players just going to try to squeeze the market up in Ethereum up to $4,200, $4,400. And then these options positions would be in decent profit, right? So I don't quite know if this is just a hedge or if it's just going to be, someone really squeezing the market up. But I thought it was interesting as a data point. Other data points that are important. You could see right here on Bitfinex, we clearly have a series of buyers really lining up around this 45, 44K area, defending price, not allowing it to break further. So clearly these guys are sort of setting the low of the range right now. It is entirely possible that maybe we still have one more nuke down and all these get filled and then we start moving back up, right? Because sometimes there are a couple of reasons why these walls get put up. Number one, they really want to get filled, okay? And that's one reason. Number two, they're basically forcing the price to move up higher from here by signaling to other bots or algos or other traders that, hey, we're putting up huge walls, so don't even think about coming into this area, right? It could really be any one of those reasons, but the fact of the matter is the walls are still there, and if price were to come down into this area, well, you have a good amount of buyers to absorb the sell pressure. So I don't know if we're going to break right on through, but crazier things can happen. You can see right here in the span of 24 hours, we got nuked all the way from 54,000 all the way to about 42,000, right? So crypto is wild, wild west, and whoever has deeper pockets can move markets. So we'll see what happens as we head into Christmas time of who has the ability to move the market up or down. All right. So like I said, Ethereum, maybe, the upside potential is $4,200 to $4,400. And maybe this call option trader, the buyer of these strikes of 42 and 4,400 has something up their sleeve. Other than that, really not a whole lot else going on. AVAX looks good. I think also, Solana, Luna, AVAX, that whole L1 trade, even Atom looking like it picked up a little bit. FTM, I think, was doing decent earlier today, up about 7.8%. So a lot of the L1s are doing pretty darn good. If you're thinking about any trade in the market, well, that's the top tier trade, right? I mean, it's the one that's paid off almost all of 2021. So if you're thinking about anything, that's probably the best go-to trade, okay? I would say funding rate wise, Luna is something that most people, as per just basic human psychology, when someone sees that an asset just continuously goes up like this, if they're not longing, they're shorting, because they have this thought process in their mind that, oh, well, this has to be the top. And they're probably watching like the 5-minute chart or something. And on the 5-minute, things might look ugly like this, and it looks like it's going to come down, and then it just keeps ripping on up higher. Or it looks like this, and it looks like it's going to come down, but it keeps ripping higher. So, even right now, Luna may look like it's coming down, but the fact of the matter is, it is a heavily shorted asset right now. The fact that funding is heavily negative on OKX, Binance, Bybit, FTX, Gate.io. This tells you that there's a lot of people being, aggressively short. And those people, and even on BitMEX, by the way, very, very negative funding. And so more often than not, all the asset has to do is just come down like this, right? Get more and more people to short, and then it just starts moving up and up again. And all those people get squeezed and they cover on the way up. So they're basically adding fuel to the fire for this asset to keep being driven up. It's really not even the fact that the asset has to go up naturally. It's that people are just dumb and they keep shorting it, hoping that, well, this has to be the top right here, and maybe I can catch this down all the way to 66 or 50 or something like that. But the fact of the matter is Luna is a very strong asset from fundamentals, and it can basically keep going to $100 if it really wants to. Okay, so be very careful not to short parabolic looking assets like that. All right, cool. Not a whole lot else, I think. Let me see here. This was a very nice thread on options trading. Check it out. I also recommend these sessions with Jeff Dorman. He does video sessions covering the markets, covering particular parts of the market. Okay, we share a lot of this alpha in our community as well. Things that I'm reading, watching, things, podcasts I'm listening to, all this stuff, or articles that we've written. We wrote one on Near Protocol just a couple of days back. I'm super excited to sort of, dig into this space. I even wrote up a quick analysis on Near Protocol right here, all the different resources that you need to be checking out. There's one called wannaswap.finance, Trisolaris. So a lot of information if you are really into, being in the nitty gritty parts of crypto. Our community is the space to be in. Okay, so hit the thumbs up if you guys enjoy our content. Join our Discord. The link is below. Y'all take care. Good luck to you. Hope you make a ton of money. All right. Merry Christmas.